my name is Dan Bruder, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Blendification. This is a short introduction and overview of the Blendification software platform. At a high level, Blendification connects company focus and employee focus, leveraging conversational AI. Blendification's company cause is to shape the workplace into a catalyst for pursuing human potential. That means everybody has the opportunity to pursue their potential through work. If we connect company focus and employee focus, there needs to be a framework or a process that identifies a clear focus for each area. Accordingly, the Blendification platform has two tracks. One, the company focus track, and two, the employee focus track. Each track is supported by a process that uses AI. The Blendification platform consists of 6 software applications, 3 for the company focus track and 3 for the employee focus track. I'll dig into each track but spend most of the time in the company focus track because there are a lot of similarities between the two and I want to avoid redundancy. Starting with the company focus, this is a complete strategic planning process using the Strategy Whiteboard framework. The good news is that with conversational AI, strategic planning can be much more than just a plan. It can be a tool that enhances employees' connection to the company, thus expanding the scope of planning outside the C-suite into the rest of the company. Think of the company focus as a two-sided funnel. At the top and bottom of the funnel, the wide parts, the goal is to engage as many people in the organization as possible. In the middle, or the narrow part, the strategic leadership team finalizes the company's direction. The first application in the company focus track is the Strategy 360. The Strategy 360 uses conversational AI to interview employees about the current state of the company, potential impacts, strengths and weaknesses, as well as their recommended focus. By the way, this is not a questionnaire, survey, or assessment. It's a true interview where the AI adapts to the person and their answers with the ability to layer questions and go deeper. Think about the potential that goes along with being able to interview 10, 100, or even 1,000 employees at the same time. Just a year ago, this would cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the likelihood that all the data and information would be captured was limited. Today, this interview capability gives every employee a voice in the company's future, and it allows leadership to tap into the most valuable source of information, the knowledge that lives inside the employees' heads. Once the 360s or the AI interviews have been captured, the AI begins a process of analysis and synthesis, placing the dominant themes into the Strategy Whiteboard framework. The Strategy Whiteboard application is where the interviews are converted into a strategic plan so the strategic leadership team can begin planning with a substantial head start. This is where the information from the conversational AI interviews is converted into actionable output. The Strategy Whiteboard is an overview of the company's strategic plan based on the book The Blendification System. It includes culture, external impacts, internal strengths and weaknesses, strategic foundation, and 4 strategic focus lenses: customer, product, operations, and people. Clicking on any block gives you the full view of the synthesized interviews from that block. Here are the results of what the employees said about the culture. This is summarized using the organizational cause, intention, and behaviors. You can also click on the internal block to see what the employees said about the company's internal strengths and weaknesses. Finally, the 4 strategic focus lenses include a clear strategic focus statement adapted from the interviews and several recommended strategic outcomes structured in a SMART goal format. The AI is able to analyze the interviews and convert the conversation to specific focus statements and outcomes. Now that the AI has conducted countless interviews and converted the information into an employee-based strategy whiteboard, the leadership team is ready to make decisions and finalize the company's strategic plan. The third company focus app is a complete strategy execution process led by internal peer groups or roots groups. Remember I mentioned the two-sided funnel? This is the bottom of the funnel where strategy implementation is opened up to more people in the company to complete the strategy cycle of engagement. The Roots Group app imports the final strategic outcomes from the Strategy Whiteboard and allows the employees to determine what strategic actions need to be taken to achieve the desired outcomes. There's also a series of execution meetings designed to further engage employees in strategy execution and maximize overall company outcomes. The company focus apps work together to give everyone a voice, enable leadership to make final strategic decisions, and build a shared ownership model for strategy execution. With this process, employees are involved in the front end of strategic planning, contributing to the organization's direction, and then on the back end, taking ownership in implementing the company's strategy, leading to greater employee engagement, job satisfaction, and fulfillment. The second track is the employee focus track. It mirrors the company focus track with some modifications to fit personal planning and growth. The first application is the Personal 360. Like the Strategy 360, the Conversational AI interviews the employee to understand what is important to that employee. But this is about the personal life, and the questions aren't limited to work. Once the Personal 360 is completed, the AI analyzes, synthesizes, and places the information in the next application, which is the Personal Whiteboard. From the information in the interview, the AI places the dominant themes in the appropriate blocks on the Personal Whiteboard, creating a life plan for the employee. By the way, the Personal Whiteboard is confidential. The only person that can see it is the employee. It's not an accountability tool for management, but it's a tool for employees to identify what is meaningful in their lives. The employee decides how much they want to share. The Personal Whiteboard looks like the Strategy Whiteboard, but it's adapted to the person's whole life. Here, the blocks are code, external influences, internal attributes, course, and 4 personal focus lenses: relationships, wellness, career, and personal interests. Again, these blocks can be expanded to see the details that evolved from the interview. The last application in the employee focus track is the offshoots groups. Offshoots groups are internal peer groups meant to enhance connections and relationships with colleagues. There's a series of topics and tools that the employees first review and then have a constructive dialogue about the topic and how it relates to their work and their personal life. As the group meets, relationships become more meaningful and trust within the team and the company grows. Thanks for taking the time to go over the Blendification platform. We're tremendously excited about the future of work as AI is integrated into work and enables technology to graduate from a tool that focuses merely on productivity to a resource that builds connectivity within organizations. When the Blendification platform is implemented, the workplace becomes a catalyst for pursuing human potential by aligning company focus and employee focus.